Wait, don't turn the channel. You've tuned into High Gravity.
The show where we talk about beer, brewing, and bullshit.
Where the only thing we take seriously is the next round.
So grab a glass.
Fill it with something cold.
And enjoy the show.
So, Bill.
Welcome back.
Yeah,
Welcome back,
what's
Bill.
going on?
Absolutely. Thank you, brother.
Hell yeah.
We are blessed with Bill, and he's brought us delicious beverages as
I'm excited.
as seems to be his tradition.
And he brought food today, too.
I saw
And I
that.
actually completely forgot about that. I'm sorry.
Bacon coated, donuts. Go for it.
Oh, I will. I'm 40% donut. I'll get at him.
Nothing better with your beer than some good old bacon donuts.
What beer?
Well, that's a good question.
Yeah.
It's weird. See, Johnny hits the record button instantly, as we've learned.
We've learned.
Yeah.
So Daryl was
mystery
already looking, talking interested in this one. So we just tried a little bit of sneak peek of Daryl's Scotch Ale. So this is my barrel aged Scotch Ale.
Oh, yeah.
So high gravity is probably the highest gravity thing I brought. Well, maybe
Nice.
it needs, but
Back-to-back Scotch. I'm into it. Ooh, it smells
amazing.
Smells great. It smells very much like a Scotch Ale. If you've ever had one of those before.
never had one.
A Scotch ale? It tastes like butterscotch, right?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
I guess it.
Now, it's
Oh.
Scotch Ale. It's a style I've never made before. What particularly or what I guess particular steps or grains or whatever. What makes a Scotch Ale a Scotch Ale? I guess I should say.
So Scotch ales are, the Scottish ales in general come in like basically
From Scotland.
yes, they come from Scotland, but they come in like different grades. So like 60 shilling, 70 shilling, 80 shilling, and then wee heavy, which is when you say Scotch ales, they're mostly wee heavies. And so they're all pretty much the same grain types, just more grains. And also more caramelization. So like this one was like I think a 3-hour boil.
Oh, wow.
And a double decoction. So for the people who don't know what a decoction is basically you take out part of the mash, put it into another vessel, boil it for a while to get it up to the next temperature range. And so when I'm doing my protein rest, I then pull some off, boil it for a half hour, put it in back in to get it back up to first saccharification, and then from there I pull out another section and boil that for another half hour, and then bring that up to go to second level saccharification, and then from there let that finish off for the mash and pull that off. So you get all that caramelization, and you also pull out as much of the sugars as possible, but you're not pulling everything, so you're not stopping enzymic activity. And so it's a very traditional way to brew before they had modified grains. And so that's really kind of where a lot of that depth of character comes from in Scotch.
Now, in that process, when you're boiling it and you're putting it back in, are you getting unfermentable sugars? Is that a high temperature?
No, so when you're starting, you're already starting the actual transfer of beta amylase and alpha amylase. In this case, because it was starting off at a protein rest and then rising up from there, we're starting off with alpha amylase, and that gets put in. You're going to lose some of that when you're boiling because it's not fully converted in the first decoction, but you will get a lot of that caramelization and Maillard character. After the second one, when you already hit saccharification, you're already converted quite a bit, and so you're not losing any more of that sugars from the second bed of that.
Take notes in case you want to make a Scotch Ale.
This is unreal, dude.
It's actually really good. Yeah, it's very good. And when you say caramel, like you do get like that caramelization taste to it. Like it's not sweet caramel, but that just nice kind of like
I like that, though.
dark sugar kind of caramel.
I'm not really sure if I like it that much.
No?
I'll already take whatever you want to donate here.
Daryl's glass was empty first.
I
And
can,
refilled.
so drink up.
I could drink a lot of this. Like I could get in trouble with this one.
And it's like
it has a lot of rich flavor to it.
11.5%.
Nice.
It doesn't taste like
Before
it.
it went into a barrel, so I mean, you might catch some extra in
Oh yeah.
yeah, because it was a second used Motor City gas barrel, 10-gallon barrel. That I then
gasoline in it.
Yeah, Motor City Gas is a distillery in Royal Oak.
Okay.
And then I then to kind of re-up it, I put a fifth or a liter of Heaven Hill into it and let it let that soak for a couple days and shook it before and then I just transferred the beer right on top of it.
Nice.
So it probably has some residual bourbon in there too. It's just
Darn.
Oh damn.
I really hate residual bourbon.
so that 11% might be more like 12%, but who knows?
It's there's no boozy characteristic to it at all. So you absolutely
a
would get in
perfect
trouble
wine.
drinking it.
Oh yeah.
Well, maybe on the very back end, like I have a hint of the taste,
Yeah, but I wouldn't guess
but I wouldn't have
12%.
guessed it. No.
No. I have a friend he's big into Scotch Ales. That's like his favorite type of beer to select, and even drinking something like Dirty Bastard, which is only like 8%, is still boozier than this.
Yeah.
And he would get himself in a lot of trouble. I'll take just a snoot, just one little mouthful. Thank you. Yeah, I want one more little taste.
I just put half of it on the table.
It's the first one of the day, dude.
Yeah,
We just started, damn it.
if you served me this, I would be like, it was like, oh, that's like what, like 6%, maybe 7%.
Seems like a good welcome beer.
Yeah, it warms the cheeks a little bit.
So now that we've gone through that, one of the things
sad.
why I asked to come back for this because I did a cool thing with a couple breweries in Detroit area. Is I grow hops in my backyard, and there's an interesting stories behind these hops. Is we were at Cap and Cork at a Teaching Ever Brew Day where Johnny's talked a couple times about, and I was sitting there brewing, and this guy comes up and was talking to me and wanting to learn how to brew. So I was talking to him through the whole process. He's like, "Oh yeah, the reason why I want to brew is, I'm growing these hops in my yard and I want to use them for something." I was like, "Oh, that's cool." I was like, "What kind of hops are you growing?" And he's like, "Oh, I have no idea." But what it is I when I moved in, I found these in a field by my house, and they were just growing on like a pole and in the field. And I was like, "Oh, that's cool." I'm like, and he's like, I then dug some up under my yard, and they've been growing like crazy in my yard ever since.
Yeah, they grow like weeds.
That's how we
Yeah.
got a
And so I was like, "Oh, that's crazy." He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "How long ago was that?" He goes, "Oh, that was probably about 15 or 16 years ago." And I was like, "Oh, wow. How long, have you been there?" He's like, "Well, I moved in 30 years ago, and they've been growing like that for as long as that. And then this was 12 or 13 years ago from now." And so I went over, dug them up, and usually if you've ever grown hops, like a little rhizome is like, the size of a pencil, kind of thing. And you put it in the ground and it turns into hops. This thing was a probably 25 to 30 pound turnip.
Holy
like,
crap.
Foot and a half tall, 2 feet tall, and like of 2 feet wide. Right. And I pulled it out of the ground and brought it to my sister's house because at the time I lived with my sister, and it went ape shit. Like it just grew because, like you said, it's like freaking weed. Right?
Yep, you can't kill it.
Can't kill it. So when I bought my house, I dug it up, brought it to my house. It's still growing like ape shit at my sister's house. So I put it at my house and built a pergola over my deck, and so it covers my entire deck in the summer. Right. And it looks awesome. And every year we do a hop picking. And for the last couple of years, Cadillac Straits in Madison Heights has been brewing with them. And it's been really become a cult beer for people. Whenever they brew it, they come out and go get it.
That's awesome.
And I got like 12 pounds this year.
That's a lot of hops.
And so he only needed like 4 pounds. So I took the rest of them and I got with my friend Brad, who owns Bee Nectar Meadery. And I was like, "Hey, do you want to brew a harvest ale of some sort? I've got all these hops." And he's like, "Absolutely, but you got to come brew it with me." So I was like, "Sure." So I went over there and brought all these hops, and we brewed it was a wet hopped American lager. So he named it like wet hot American summer,
Nice.
So he's like all of his meads and beers all like come back to some movie reference. So so I brought both of those. The
Sweet.
Cool.
I was
Local flora.
hoping he was going to say he brought them.
Local flora from Cadillac Straits and wet hop American lager from Bee Nectar.
That's awesome.
So we'll start with those.
My
Start with the Bee Nectar one because that's the one I grabbed.
my friend Dan makes a wet hop every year, and he calls it Fresh Prince of Pale Ale.
Love it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the wet hop is just an interesting way to do
So
it. Like
this one's kind of like a Vienna lager,
yes, good.
and it's the wet hops are only for flavor and aroma. Bittering we use cluster, but it's
Ooh.
it's pretty solid. It's very grassy and
Yeah. Like a hot summer day, fresh cut grass.
yeah,
right on the
and these
nose.
hops are really interesting. They put out like a lemon and mint and herbal character.
Oh wow.
I was gonna say it's almost like get like a pepper spice
Yeah.
at the end. It's really refreshing.
Yes, that too I could get in trouble with.
But yeah, it was like, a cross between like I'd say a Vienna lager and an Oktoberfest. But and so it's nice and dark and amber for a lager at least.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's phenomenal.
And the hops are very grassy and lemony and herbally.
And the bitter's really mild.
yeah, like hardly at all. It definitely it's very upfront like a lager, and then you just get that light kiss of hops near the end, which is wonderful. An excellent use of the hop.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought this one turned out really good.
So do you think the hops were wild, or it's something that someone had planted years and years and years ago and just forgot about?
We have no idea. I've never
Yeah.
tasted them like anything like specifically like these. Like the closest thing I could think of was Northern Brewer. But those are proprietary hop and you can't really grow them yourself. So I don't know that it's some crossbreed of something, but
Kind of like an heirloom.
yeah, they,
hops.
like I said, they've been, not many people were growing hops in their, backyard or whatever 40 years ago.
Yeah.
So who knows what or where they came from, but it's interesting
Yeah.
at least, and they grow amazing in our climate. So
So I always wanted to make something. My grandpa's farm, there was an old apple orchard in the back corner. And unfortunately, I didn't even know about it till the property was sold. And I finally found it like a month before. I knew a general area, and it was a big farm. And I went back, and there's just probably 5-6 rows of apple trees back there that had been growing completely unmanaged for probably 30-40 years. And the smell was incredible. And I always wanted to go pick them and ferment them into something or juice them and do something with it, and never got the opportunity. And the guy who owns it now would probably let me go do it, but I don't know enough about when to pick them, or it's so unmanaged.
yeah,
probably
and to do them right, there's a hell of a process.
Yeah,
So once you pick them, they're supposed to sit. You have to like wash them and then let them sit for a certain amount of time, depending on the apple type. And then from there, you have to crush them and then you press them.
gotcha.
And then you're also supposed to let the juice sit for a little bit of time to get some oxidation and things like that before.
Sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah, and you'd be surprised. Like, one apple gets you like maybe an ounce or 2 ounces of
There's
especially cider apples because they're not very juicy.
yeah, and I don't know anything about them other than I've been told was it heirloom apples. So the heirloom meaning it's something that's been existing for so long that it is what it is. It's not necessarily any particular.
Well, there's a lot of apple
thing.
varieties lost to time.
Yeah, and it's one of those kind of deals. It's been there since so my mom grew up there and she remembers it being there when she was younger. And there were always apples and pears by the house. There were grapevines at one point, and I always had the idea I wanted to harvest a bunch of the fruit and make something with it. Never got the opportunity, and I don't know what of any of that still exists over there, even other than the orchard and the field.
Oh, I know.
If it's even still there, that
We
guy
know,
could've
we know
clear
enough
cut that
people with
by now.
enough land. I'm sure we could find a antique apple orchard if you really want to.
Yeah, it was just that it was my grandma.
Go down that rabbit hole.
To do it. So
I'd say I have access to pressing stuff if you need to feel like you want to do something like that.
I've got a small fruit press.
Tis the
It's a
season
small-
to press apples.
It's a Juicy Juice branded fruit press.
Juicy
really
Juice,
cool.
love
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll tell you what's throwing me off
Yeah.
is when I taste it, I can taste, the hops in there, and then it seems like it has no body, but that's because we did the Scotch Ale first.
It's very
we
true.
probably shouldn't have done the
shouldn't
Scotch
have
Ale
done that.
first.
But I thought it was, it's high gravity. We should start with high gravity.
Yeah.
It's still
Because
just
neither
so
of these are very high gravity.
You were correct.
Refreshing though.
You were correct. That's screwed us before in tasting beers. There were things.
And we've actually went back and tried a few because of that.
Yeah, it's like we didn't like it as much because we tried thing A before thing B, and then you go back and try thing
You can
B.
really taste the hops in it.
Yeah,
You can taste the hops really well in it.
Oh yeah.
the hops are
And
really
it's
nice.
not an overpowering thing at all. It's just so well
And it's
blended
not
and
bitter,
balanced.
so if you don't like IPAs, it's not.
Yeah, it's not very IPA.
No.
It's slightly hoppier than a regular lager, but it's not an IPA.
Yeah, it's not bitter, overpowering.
So this one is a pale ale, but it's a very mild pale ale. So again, the hoppiness is not like overpowering in any way.
I think it's
The smell it's very mild. I'm trying to get my sniffer working this morning. It's not working so great.
And the mint is more prevalent in this one, and then in the wet hopped American
Ooh.
lager.
I can't find the name of it. There's something in the smell that I think it's just a light malt is what I'm smelling.
It reminds me of the last one, but more crisp.
Yeah.
Like more crisp and maybe slightly bubblier.
I would agree with that.
A little sweetness on the back end, I think. Just from the beer.
I like that. That's very tasty.
But yeah, they're both the same hop profile. Roughly the same. Might be different.
So we're gonna have to change one thing about you being on here. We need you to bring a bad beer so that we have
No,
a
please don't do
scale. Everything he's brought is so good.
I'll tell you what,
got
though.
nothing.
You said these are pretty much the same hops?
Yeah, same hops.
The profile from the hops is completely different.
Yeah, they're the exact same hops, the exact same harvest. I literally just gave 4 pounds to him and took the rest. Brought to there's same size batch. They're both one barrel batches, and they're both. And this one has slightly less hops than the bee nectar one.
And so the bee nectar one had a lot more going on with the hop flavor.
So what's the if you're familiar with both brewing processes, if you can talk about that, what might be responsible for that change in it? Just
I mean, I wasn't present for the one that was made from Cadillac Straits, but I think Gary said that he basically just does his pale ale recipe, and then subs out all the hops except for bittering because he doesn't know the alpha acids on these hops.
yeah.
So just like bee nectar and I did, we didn't use that for bittering, but everything else was these hops. And so I don't know what his ratio was.
Both made same time?
Roughly within a week apart of each other. Yeah. Yeah. The Cadillac Straits one was made about a week before we made the bee nectar one.
I don't know. I think I kind of like this one a little more.
No, I like the bee nectar more.
I think I like the bee nectar one slightly more. I liked
I think I would agree with that, but this one's still fantastic.
last year's local flora better than this year's local flora.
Yeah.
It was a little more caramely, a little more like
Depth to it.
Yeah. This one's kind of a little one note, but easy drinking. Like you could drink the hell out of this.
Yeah, that's what I
yeah.
was thinking. I'm really in the mood for like something I could
Easy drinking at
pound.
6.1%. Pound it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
pound.
I mean, I absolutely would.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah, this is definitely a nice. I mean, they're both nice drinking beers. Like I could sit down and have several
my
cans.
God,
Of
yeah.
I
either of
wouldn't order
these.
another one of this, though.
Oh, I would.
I would order another bee nectar.
And I mean, pale ale is kind of. I feel like a lot of times pale ales are just IPAs trying to masquerade as something else.
Junior IPA.
Yeah, and this doesn't drink like an IPA because it doesn't have like a lot of like that bitterness. And like when I get a pale ale and it's super hoppy and super bitter, I'm like, just call a spade a spade. It's an IPA.
Yeah.
But again, I don't know that there's enough delineation between a pale ale and a IPA to argue over. At least I wouldn't.
But being the same hops, there's such a different flavor between the two.
Yeah,
I was gonna say,
they're
it's-
completely
it's a
different
huge
beers, which I
flavor.
thought was cool. It wasn't like, oh, these two places did the exact same beer, and here they are.
But even using the same hops, they're both lighter beers. You would think
Yeah.
that same flavor profile would pull out from the hops.
That's just to say, it must have been something when they were added or something during boil after.
Yeah, it all depends. Like
When they added it,
it's,
yeah.
It's amazing the difference with
the bee nectar one, I can say that we did.
Later editions.
Yeah, they were very much later editions.
Yeah.
So we did bittering hops, and then we did hops in the whirlpool, which was the locally grown hops. We did whirlpool for like 30 minutes at like 170, and then the rest of them were all dosed throughout a couple days in primary and secondary for dry hopping or wet hopping or whatever you want to call it.
Post.
That's
Hopping.
probably why you're tasting all the oils in it and not so much in the local.
Yeah, and I don't know exactly what he did in local. I know, and like I said, I think we used about double the amount of hops in the wet hop American lager than I gave Gary for the local flora.
Well, they're both great.
Yeah.
I mean, both.
But yeah, I thought it would be
phenomenal.
fun little thing to
Yeah, thank you.
to talk about because they're it's as local as you get, right? Because like
Oh, yeah.
Cadillac Straits is 3/4 of a mile from my house, and Bee Nectar's like a mile and a half from my house, and so the hops were literally grown within like 2 miles of both those
That's
places.
awesome.
Yeah.
So they can really, it's like ultra local, which is
My,
really cool.
my closest local is here.
Yeah, it's true. I've got some Columbus hops growing in Columbus.
It's so literal. I love it.
Yeah, that's why I bought them. I'm like, I live in Columbus. I'm going to grow some Columbus. I
That's awesome.
was also hoping to make something that could get a little bit of the kind of like the funk off of them, but that ended up just tasting more like onions than dank.
Bummer.
Yeah, Columbus hops are dangerous. You got to really be careful with how much you use them and when you add them.
And
I believe it.
they're starting to get better, but I used to hate Michigan hops. Like if you go and there's a bunch of hop producers in Michigan, but they always ended up being like, if you're getting Cascade, it would be Cascade hops, but crappier. And it was like Cascade, but grassy and weird and not very bitter. And like there's some local hop places that are doing way better. Like Hang 'em High is making wonderful hops now, and like specific hops only to them, and all kinds of stuff. And Top Hops have gotten night and day better than they were 10 years ago. But for a long time, Michigan hops were dreadful.
I got to learn more on
so
hops. That's the one thing I'm weakest at is just hops.
I don't make a lot of super hoppy or hop forward styles in general, but yeah, it's valuable knowledge. Then especially the way like your water chemistry can affect them, and temperature and when you add them, and there's a lot of science to
If it's hard
brewing.
water, wet from the well, or
Yep.
makes a difference.
And that's just, I wish I knew more.
But you're right on the hops from Michigan because we use Cascade in one of our beers, and a local company here in Michigan dropped off some hops for us to use and try, and you could tell the difference.
Oh, you can definitely tell.
It was huge difference, and it was not as good at all.
That's a bummer.
So Cascades, I won't get in Michigan.
No, like I said, the ones that are really good that I like are from Hang 'em High, and they're like their own proprietary ones. Like there's ones called Emerald Spire that is really good. There's another one that's like real popular too, and they're actually starting to get like national notoriety, and people are going for them from there. So they're definitely my personal favorite hop producer in Michigan.
Nice.
I wonder if you can get the pure lupulin from them.
Ooh, that would be nice.
Yeah, we had I don't know if I think that episode's out. I don't know
About
if
the
you-
sunshine?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
From a brewery in Connecticut or something like that, and they use the hop pollen in their juicy, and that was fantastic.
That was a good one.
So
Daryl talked about that one for like 4 episodes. In
It was
a row.
still good.
we we used to do this beer festival in it was like a homebrew festival / beer festival that they had at a park in Warren. And it was like, it was fun. It was really cool. But they would usually Kunin would brew a very basic wort, just wort, and bring it. And then all the homebrewers would take 5 gallons and brew there with whatever specialty grains they wanted to.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Awesome.
That's a cool idea.
And then they had a bunch of hops, or you could bring your own hops. But one of the hops they brought was it was called Sticky Fingers, but it was the hop hash. So it's when they go to press all the little pellets for hops, all the crap that just sticks to the side, they usually would just pull it off and dump it. But they were like, oh, well, we'll send these as samples.
No,
and people can
that's
do
a
it.
great idea. Like when you trim weed, you get the sticky stuff on your scissors.
Yeah.
And you smoke the scissor hash. You don't throw it away. Don't throw away the hop hash. I can.
wouldn't know.
Well, as soon as he said they throw it away, I'm like, no, goddamn it, that's the best part.
This stuff was like if you took hops and just intensified it 10 times.
Yeah,
Right? And so
I'm into this.
it was like we put 1 ounce in of this Sticky Fingers, and it was a high alpha acid. So it was I think it was 21 alpha acid or something. And so and so we used it, and I put a half ounce in bittering, and I put a half ounce at Flame Out, 1 ounce in an entire beer. It was the most bitter, but really good. But it was the most bitter IPA you've ever had. It was
Nice.
like the old school West Coast IPAs that were just punchy in the face hops. And this stuff was great though.
Well, I mean, there's with the way brewing is now, there's that niche market. Maybe we should be selling hop hash. Maybe that's our into the
There you go.
the supply market.
What are you smoking nowadays?
Jim's hop ash.
That's right. I mean, they got hop candy, they got hop sodas, they got
I know a guy makes hopscotch candy. Used to.
See, there's all sorts of shit
really
out
good.
there.
So what we're drinking now is my Oktoberfest.
Excellent.
It's good. 'Tis the season.
Absolutely.
I figured it would go with the beers that are on the table. Very similar profiles, things like that. Lagers, amber lager type.
It's very clean.
Oh my God, yeah. That's phenomenal.
What's
I
the
keep saying that, I know, but it's all good.
ABV on this one?
6.5.
I'll say this one to me drank boozier than the last couple.
Oh, really?
It doesn't taste boozy. I just
A little bit of that mouthfeel.
yeah, you can
It's up front. That's what.
Yep.
I believe the word is astringent if we look at the
No,
cheat sheet
astringent
here.
would not be that.
Isn't it?
No.
Isn't that alcohol
Astringent,
forward?
astringent's a biting on the side of your tongue.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What the hell word am I
Like chewing on a
thinking,
pill. Ugh. This is good though.
Where that muscle tenses up in the back of your jaw?
Yeah, exactly.
okay.
That's astringent.
Wow, I've been using that word wrong for a while.
This drink's very clean,
Yes.
like super clean.
Thank you. It was I just used Bavarian lager yeast, and so it fermented real nice, easy. So lagered for I think 4 or 5 weeks.
Nice.
I call this the Appease the Wife Oktoberfest because she begs me every year to make an Oktoberfest because it's her favorite type of beer. So every year I have to as long I got to make room in my kegerator so I have some room to lager, and then lager Oktoberfest for my wife. So this is
Well,
Michelle's
if it
beer.
makes it any easier and helps, throw an extra one in for us too.
Will do.
I do love Oktoberfest. Every time I see it at a brewery this time of year, I have to try the Oktoberfest.
Oh yeah, that's if
It's if she'll share it.
exactly.
So we should thank her for sharing this with us then.
You should.
Yes. Well, thank you, Michelle.
Thank you,
Very
Michelle.
much appreciated.
I'm probably gonna get in trouble. I'm not supposed to call her. I get yelled at if I call her by her full name. Are you mad at me? What's going on? So I should.
Does
probably
she have
shouldn't say.
a nickname or a character name? we
I usually
refer
call
to
her Shelly or Sweetie. right?
Well,
So
we
you-
can't
you
call
may-
her sweetie. That'd be
you may-
weird.
You may call her sweetie. No,
Thank you for the beer, sweetie.
Now Jim's
yeah.
gonna get in trouble by his wife.
My wife doesn't listen to this. She wouldn't be fucked listening to this. Like, no, there's no way. She's going to be in her car all day today, and she has ample time to listen to her husband's podcast. But would she? No.
she's
That's
far
the
too classy for that.
Oh, yes.
That's
yes.
the secret. Half our downloads is just his wife.
Yeah, she's secretly been supporting me. Yeah.
See, I thought that John over here was just going on VPN, going to different countries, and just doing downloads.
No, I use Tunnel Bear.
He's just gonna cut that out now because that's what he's doing.
You should know by now. I don't really cut much.
Except for the parts where you found out you're cheating.
See, I don't really care as long as I'm drinking beer. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I wasn't too concerned about
Whatever. We have
Please.
no listeners. We have 1,000. Thank you for the support.
Actually, we're a little over 2,100 right now. We're actually
Oh,
close
wow.
to 2,500.
it. Good for us. You know, and
I don't know what math he's doing, but 2,100 close to 2,500. That rounding doesn't work great.
Well,
couple more beers, and all of a sudden that's 2,100, nearly 3,000.
no,
The helicopter gets bigger every story.
I discovered last night looking at some analytics of where we're hosting. A couple of the sites we stream on don't count in the big count through our hosting site.
Oh,
So we actually have more.
so we have 1 million listeners on Spotify, and we just don't know.
And not on Spotify.
I'm just using that example. I obviously
We
have
don't
no
count
idea.
OnlyFans.
That's true. The new feet pics,
In that
though.
case, we have about 10 listeners.
I think it was like 30 when you take your shirt off.
Yeah.
Why did it go up?
If you listen to the last couple episodes, there's a very strict rule.
Well, for most.
Yeah.
Yeah, for most. There's
Not
very
all.
few exceptions.
Rules are meant to be bent and broken.
Please don't.
I'll get Gary on speed dial.
Welcome to the Shirts On podcast, brought to you by DarylStildos.com. That's DarylStildos.com.
I
Two
still have to finalize
R's,
and
two
launch
L's.
that.
It's going to get a lot of traffic when it finally launches, I'll tell you what.
So I meant to ask this because we did the Nicola Nova reading a while back, and I didn't think about this. Was Nicola Nova a male character or a female character?
We talked about this.
But
Yeah.
not on the air.
Oh, we didn't talk about it on there?
Nope.
It's a female character. But Jim can read it. We don't care.
It's
Oh,
true.
It's 2024.
His,
We're not
his
judging.
voice is so fucking sexy.
It is. I've been practicing for years.
If you want to hear that one, I'll play that one back for us later.
Sounds great.
It's actually quite enjoyable.
See, I was thinking that, StarCraft and Daryl's Dildos should do a collaboration and have a dildo bottle.
Let him cook.
Let me launch Daryl's dildos first.
You know, kind of like
I
the
already know what the tap handle's going to be.
like the Dark Lord, how it waxes the end of the bottle. Like the end of the bottle will just be like Daryl's dildos.
That's going to be the hardest beer to pull ever. The dildo's just going to bend before you
I'm
can
going to
pull
clone my willy and no one's even going to be able to grab it. It's going to be like, where's the handle?
It's cold in here. All right. I was in the pool.
This is the first episode. This will be a great day.
Boy.
There's still some Oktoberfest left.
There's
Twist my leg.
there's all kinds of art on the wall. We can totally turn that into dildo art.
Do you have a picture? Do you have a picture of the fish?
No, I should have wore the shirt today. Is it the
That
titty?
was made into a shirt.
Yes.
I didn't know.
I'll
that.
find the
That's
shirt
awesome.
while we talk. Is it booby fish or fish
Do we need
tits?
another
Fish
beer?
tits.
Fish tits.
I mean, we've had 4 beers already.
I won't say no. I love that rattling sound.
That's the sound of joy happening.
Yes.
The only things I have that aren't like for a specific reason is meats. You want to go for a meat? Oh, actually, no. Let's do the cider.
Ooh.
This is so. Last time I was here, I did a fire cider.
Fire, yep.
This
That was
one is
delicious.
an ice cider.
And the fire cider, it just tasted like Mott's apple juice. It was dangerous.
Yes.
So this one is also roughly 15% alcohol.
Jim, did your wife, who never listens to our podcast, ever try it?
Nope. I let that bottle sat in the fridge for, until probably a week or 2 weeks ago. and I had some friends over who like cider, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to let this sit in the fridge and get any worse because she's not drinking it. So we drank it, and it was fantastic, and they
missed
loved
out.
it. I know. I tell her every day.
I told her to try it, that she would like it.
She don't listen to us, Daryl.
Because guys are dumb.
That smells good.
So this is that same cider. This is
smells like juicy fruit.
Westview ciders, which Daryl just picked up 70 gallons of. I took those off the truck, so I counted every one of them.
Thank you.
So what you're saying is you touched his juice?
I did touch his juice, every one of them.
And I didn't have to pay for it. Oh, wait, I did.
You did.
That is really tasty.
Oh my!
I mean, it tastes like apple cider.
Like you shove your nose in
But
a
like
jar
fresh
of apple,
apples. Yeah.
apple sauce.
No, when you talked about the fire cider, you talked about boiling it down. So when
So
we were talking about ice cider,
what this one is you take the juice, and then you freeze the juice, and the water freezes, and then you basically
Distill.
well, you're not because
freeze distill.
this is pre-fermentation.
Okay.
So you're freezing the water in the juice, which then concentrates the actual, juice character in the sugars, and you pour the sugars off, and then you ferment that. So there's no freeze distillation. That's Applejack.
Well, I meant that in process, it's a similar in concept.
It's similar in concept.
just without alcohol. You're more concentrating.
You're concentrating the sugars instead of concentrating the alcohol.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so,
Oh my God.
but yeah, same idea. But
when you concentrate it, what yeast did you end up using?
this one was 71B.
I taste absolute zero alcohol on this. That's the shirt.
It's a nice rack.
The fish tits.
I love that on a shirt.
I want that shirt now.
So
My wife won't let me wear it anywhere.
Do they sell it on Darren'sDildos.com?
I should put it up there.
That'll be the first shirt on DalesDildos.com.
one of the patrons here actually painted that. So that's real artwork.
Finest of arts.
Yeah, that was a very popular painting.
So yeah, this one you get
Oh my God, this is
a little less caramel character from it than the fire cider, but
very appley.
but yeah, it's still very concentrated apple.
Yeah.
It's still very
But on the back end, you can tell there's alcohol.
there's
Whereas the
I
fire
get
cider,
nothing.
it just tastes like apple juice to me.
See, I don't really get the booziness.
no alcohol
yeah.
at all.
I get a little boozy
on the
this one.
back
You get that
end.
like
I get like
you
those-
get the heat in the back of the
That
throat.
Little tart
That word
apple.
of the day, the astringent, making those muscles just really tense up, and
No, I get like just a little bit of tart apple and then like sweet apple, and it's just like an apple. It's like going to the apple orchard and smelling the air.
a little more than that.
This is what it smells like when you were walking through that orchard.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. Actually,
Yeah.
I actually you'll be very sad at this. I found about a dozen beehives, like the boxes back there too. Apparently somebody did bees at some point in time back there,
Probably.
but they were all fallen down and broken, and in it
Oh,
was
yeah.
a pile of rotting wood. It was,
They don't last forever.
no, it was very sad when I actually finally found it.
Animals like those, especially bears.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like they're my
There's
buddy
this one
has
yellow one I've seen that really likes it.
one of my friends. She's got a bunch of hives, and she keeps them on her land. Like I can't remember somewhere, like I think it's like north of Goodrich, and so she's got trail cams on them, and she got an alert, and she looked at her phone, and a bear just decimating like 3 of her hives.
Bummer.
And it's like she didn't live like right there, so couldn't do anything about it. But she's like, she's like watching it and like heartbroken.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah,
They had to put an electric fence around them, shock the bears.
yeah. She actually put up sprinklers.
Yeah.
Motion censored sprinklers.
So you got to get one of those little cat trainer things that's plumbed under your wireless, and you just shoot them with water or something.
Yeah, and it when they come around, it also gets rid of the raccoons.
Oh yeah. I've
they
had
don't like
raccoons
it.
try to get into my hives before. Yep.
And as soon as they come on the spray, and they get flustered and walk away.
That's all.
So
Oh, when I get sprayed in the face, I don't get flustered.
Well, you're used to the capsaicin and the pepper spray by now, I assume.
I don't think that's what he was referring to.
We both went dark places with
That's darylsdildos.com, everyone.
Oops, I did it again.
Well, before we get into the copyright music, I think we should call this episode to a close. Thank you again, Mr. Bill, for joining us.
Absolutely.
Greatly appreciate it. Thank you for sharing this wonderful, absolutely delicious things, and I'm hoping there's more of this. Oh,
Hopefully we see you next week.
Yeah, see you
Yeah.
next week.
yeah, absolutely.
More good stuff coming.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely.
If you didn't learn anything today, at least remember this. Beer is the answer that makes everything better.
Can't remember the question, but who cares when you have a cold one in your hand?
Remember, everybody, drink responsibly, drink high gravity.
Most importantly, drink well.
Okay, not the well. Life's too short for bad beer.
Stay frosty, my friends.